Everyone, what's up? It's me again, Youngmonster3, and I'm back with another update video. Now, in the next couple of videos, I'm probably going to try to make some sort of top list or something else than your ordinary update videos, because I thought I might get back to some of those videos where I recommend movies which aren't really that well known or are overlooked or underrated. So that's probably going to be the next video. But yeah, these are the newest films to my collection. So yeah, this is like an update video basically. So yeah, first movie I actually already had, but this is like a Swedish release of this film, which I didn't know this movie even had a Swedish release. But so yeah, I got it from one of my friends. So yeah, Night of the Demons remake. I've only seen it, I think, 2 times. The first time I really did not like it at all. Then I watched it and I thought it was all right. So I mean, it's not the best, not the worst. It's average, decent, but yeah. Night of the Demons. Really glad to have this edition though. Now let's see here. The next film is a giallo with Franco Nero called The Fifth Chord. And lately I've been really interested to see more films with Franco Nero, because ever since I saw him in Django the first time, I was like, oh my god, this guy's a badass. I need to watch more movies with this guy. So yeah, The Fifth Chord. If I speak a little bit weird, it's because I have some candy in my mouth at the moment. Don't ask me why, it's just so stupid, because I recently ate some food and I always tend to get these mint I'm not really sure how well you can see it, but mint taste, just to get all that really bad breath away. So if that even makes sense. But yeah, now that's a complete other thing. But yeah, now the next couple of films, the next 4 films, are also from another friend of mine. So these are basically like late birthday gifts. So yeah, The Fourth Kind, yeah, with Mila Jovovich, some sort of ghost movie from what I remember. I think I've heard of this before, and I've also heard that this is supposed to be pretty damn creepy as well. So yeah, The Fourth Kind. Then this is like a double up, 2 movies on 1 disc release type of deal. Hiroshima, Out of the Ashes, and Men of War. I guess, yeah, Men of War. I've seen Men of War before. I've never seen Hiroshima before. But the thing is, Men of War is a great film. I think it's an awesome action film. I mean, I'll not say it's a masterpiece or anything, but it's really damn entertaining. I used to think it's unfortunate that Dolph Lundgren nowadays only makes stupid commercials for casinos. If you live in Sweden, you know what I mean. But yeah, double up 2 movies on 1 disc: Hiroshima and Men of War. Then some movie called Contagion with Jeffrey Combs. This is a really weird release. I've never really seen anything like this before. It says thriller here on the top, but not really sure how well you can see it. But I think my friend picked up this basically because of the weird release and because of Jeffrey Combs, but I can be so wrong. But yeah, I've never seen this movie before, and I don't think I've heard of it either, so it's going to be really interesting to check out. So yeah, Contagion from the early 2000s. Then the last movie he picked up for me was The Cell. This guy here in the background sort of looks like some Borg from the Star Trek universe, but that's just me. Yeah, I have no idea what this is about. If it's more of a thriller or more of a horror, I don't really know. But I've always wanted to see this, mainly because of the weird ass cover art. But yeah, The Cell. Now here we have I think this is some series or TV series, which they made out of another movie which I picked up. Ninja Scroll, the TV series, or the series. I think it's just called the series, but yeah. Then Ninja Scroll, the movie, some samurai gore fest or something like that. Anime. Then I got 9 Deaths of the Ninja. This is also directed by Also, this is directed by the guy who directed New Year's Evil, I believe. So yeah, 9 Deaths of the Ninja. Then a weird ass release of God Told Me To, released by Cheesy Flicks, I think that's the company. Directed by, who's his name? Larry Cohen. So yeah. Now this one, I was disappointed in a weird way that this actually was like a bootleg type of deal, because if you can see here, I'm just gonna see if you can find it on the camera, but you see this bluish type of color of the film that basically indicates that it's a bootleg. I never really like bootlegs in general, but then again, I think this movie never has gotten like an official DVD or Blu-ray release, so in that case it doesn't really matter that much. But when it comes to like movies that already had a release, that would have been a little bit more irritating. But yeah, that's just my opinion. The movie I'm talking about is The Photographer. I think this is not really well known at all. I think this came out in the mid 70s. Some slasher type of deal, I guess. So yeah, The Photographer. Then we have a film with Fred Williamson, and I think also he's the director of this film. One Down, Two to Go. Basically about a bunch of badasses kicking ass, probably. But yeah, it looks really interesting and entertaining, made in the early 80s. So yeah. Then some weird ass shit called Zone Troopers. Just look at that cover art. Looks like some World War II soldiers confronting a UFO or something. Just look at that. Not really sure how well you can see it, but yeah. Then I already before mentioned that I started to get more and more into this guy's films. Another film with Franco Nero called Texas Adios, released by Blue Underground. Another Western, so yeah. Gonna be awesome to check this out. Then we have Midnight Movies, Western triple feature with Sergio Corbucci's Compañeros and Lucio Fulci's film called Four of the Apocalypse and Run Man Run. So yeah, also released by Blue Underground. This one I mainly bought because of Four of the Apocalypse by Lucio Fulci. I'm a big fan of his films. I've not really seen any film which I've been really like disappointed in, which he's directed yet. But yeah, great looking double, triple featurette or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, awesome. Then we have a movie which I've been on the hunt for quite a while. This was a movie I saw in my childhood, and unfortunately this movie has been really hard to come across. At least the Swedish release of this DVD, or the Swedish release of this film. And the movie is called The Iron Giant. This apparently flopped back in the day, even though I thought it was a really great film. I don't really understand why it flopped, but yeah, great film. I think more people should see it. I think it's very underrated. So yeah, The Iron Giant. Really glad to have this in my collection as well. Now let's see here. The next film I picked up is Night Train to Terror. Some anthology film, and this is like a German release, but it also has English language, so that's always a plus, because sometimes you tend to like get a hold of like German releases and then it turns out to be only dubbed in German. So yeah, but Night Train to Terror, anthology film from the mid 80s, I believe. It doesn't actually say here on the back, but yeah, what the hell. Then we have a movie which I've been wanting to see for quite a while as well. Never seen it though, but it has Ray Liotta in it, and the movie is called Turbulence. Now this also has like, I think 2 or 3 sequels. I'm not too sure, but if I like this one, I might try to find the other 2. I think it's 3 movies in general, or like in the complete trilogy. But yeah, what else? Now that sounds really stupid, but yeah, Turbulence. Then this is like a blind buy. I think the last movies in this object is blind buys basically, but yeah. Dark Corners. Yeah. Then we have a film called Hit and Run. And the last movie for this update is another type I think this is also like a serial killer type of deal. A movie called Copycat. So yeah. Now, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed and didn't get bored. And just like I said, like before in the beginning of the video, I'm probably going to make some unrated movies type of videos where I show movies which I think is underrated or overlooked, or yeah, not that well known, that needs more recognition. Yeah. Anyway, take care of yourselves out there, and yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.